Everyone, we are joined by starxo from Gentlemates, the IGL himself, coming in after their 2-0 win against NAVI. I know it's a very stupid question and you're probably tired of hearing it, but how are you feeling today, starxo, after that nice little win?
Feeling good, to be honest. It's weird feeling because there was a lot of stress. I think coming into the game from my side, I felt like it's really important game to win, to secure the grand finals, and also like a big game because we're playing team that have won 2 games in a row as well. But after we won it, like I didn't feel anything. I felt like it was, I mean, it can sound rude, but I felt like it was too easy, Like I felt like. I didn't feel like it was the game for championship, for grand finals. But I guess it's just natural thing, Like I'm really happy and excited.
I'm glad you brought up the grand finals thing because you are the first ever champions of this game. It's been a bit of a up and down journey, I would say, the last few years for you.
Yeah,
But I don't know. You played around at every single tier because I remember you were playing with Job Life at some point last year. You were with Koi before that. You were with the Sen,
yep,
who played at every single level basically. So having played at
yep.
every single tier of VCT, what do you think is the biggest difference between all of them and the biggest similarity?
It's a good question, to be honest. I didn't really focus that much on this, I think a lot of that comes to experience, I think. A lot of that comes to like decision making because like the aim is really sharp everywhere, Like we have a lot of strong individuals in the game, obviously. I think in the end what matters is who gonna stay calm more, who has more experience, to not panic in a lot of scenarios. And I think I'm the guy that, like you said, I experience a lot of things in any scenarios. I can be the reason, the game changer in terms of like calming everyone down and actually making us play clean.
Have you seen that meme of like, this? I don't know if you've seen the Paper X version of it, but basically Alex is there and he has like all of his players on like a leash. Is that how you feel
Yeah.
sometimes with all the younger talents coming in and you taking up IGL duties as well? Sometimes do you feel like a lot of that responsibility falls on you?
Sometimes yes. I mean, not necessarily in this team, to be honest. Like I feel like everyone in the team has some kind of experience and their like profiles, their characters really matching in the team. So like during the official games, there. I mean, obviously in VCT because in off season we had some troubles with like some stress and stuff. We didn't have much experience together, but here in VCT, I feel like sometimes I can be the old father, or old uncle, older brother sometimes, but I feel like it's really natural. We have also Martin and Mini, which also have a lot of good experience, and they're like really calm players as well. So I feel like Glyph and Bipo just need to go play and shoot. They're not stressing a lot, and I'm really great that it has been like this so far.
I mean, you brought up the off season as well. You played the same roster in Project Blender, I think, when you and Navi faced off, and that time around it was Navi coming off with the win. So, what do you think is the biggest change that has happened within the team from back then in the off season to now?
I mean, first of all, we didn't play our compositions because Project Blender was tournament where you couldn't play same agents in
Oh
some
yeah.
maps as well. So I was quite frustrated with the loss. I felt like we could have won that as well if we could bring our agent pool. Maybe they also, I don't know. But like also the biggest change is, as I said, like the stress level. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like in off season we were still learning about each other, trying to feel out, maybe fix some things, and it was really chaotic at some moments. We put like a big focus on that to stay calm no matter what. And yeah, the off season has been so great, to be honest, for us to fix all these things. So far, so good, right?
I mean, it's been pretty damn good so far, I would say, for you guys. Like you said, made it to that grand final pretty much. Your next opponent, it's gonna be either BBL or Vitality. Do you have a preference as to who you want to play and who do you think is gonna make it?
No, to be honest, like I don't care. Like I've never been the guy that like cares or is scared of someone. Obviously there is stronger teams, there is weaker teams. Today coming into the match, as I said, I felt like we're gonna face the strongest team so far in the bracket, but it felt like you know it was the weakest opponent. Kinda obviously. So everyone can surprise you, even though you feel like these guys are bad or something. You underestimate them, you might lose the game. So I don't really mind who's gonna be there. We're gonna give our best, and hopefully we're gonna win.
Talking about winning, has it been difficult for you personally because you went from like the biggest tournament of Valorant, winning the first ever championship, to having to prove yourself again and again on different teams? Like, how has that experience been for you? I know it's been a challenge, but if you could share a bit more about that.
I mean, it's been nice to win, right? I don't mind that. After winning, obviously some maybe bad decision, some bad decision here and there in terms of choosing a team, maybe choosing an environment, maybe chasing money here and there. Like I was young. I don't know. I won champs when I was like 20 years old. Without any experience in the past, without anyone that could really help me, to get a grip and like, okay, you should come down and do this. Like, I think I learned from my mistakes after that. I learned what is for me the most important. Uh, Hopefully, I'm on right path right now. Like, I can show that I'm still the guy that after so many years of hate towards me, that I'm bad, I shouldn't play. Maybe some people gonna change their minds. I don't really care. I play for myself. I want to prove myself that I'm gonna be like a legend of the game. That was always my like a dream, to be like guy that everyone gonna remember.
You talked about the hate and stuff. How has it been? I don't want to talk about the negative stuff, but you've joined Gentlemates now. You guys have one of the biggest fan bases, I would say, in VCT EMEA, if not global history. So, how has that shift been, going from somebody who heard a lot of bullshit to somebody who's just been, with the most hype squad that I've seen, at least supporting a team?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, like I've been everywhere. I've been fully supported. I've been fully hated. Even when I was winning, I was getting hate. When I was losing, I was getting hate. To be honest, that doesn't really matter after all of these years. Maybe in the past it was like really hard because when you're young and experienced, you don't really understand why and how the hate is coming. From what? Like people don't understand, and like the hate is super unnecessary in life, but I guess that's just how we just need to accept it, handle it, and yeah. So far, Gentlemates have been like amazing. It's first time I have like fans in arena,
Ooh, yeah,
cheering
that's
for
good.
us. Yeah, because in Koi, like sadly, we never had like a lot of supporters, also coming to our games. It was really quiet, and here I actually see the energy. They also give it to us. Like I feel like I have like one more person to fight for, like kind of the second sixth player of our team is like the fans of Gentlemates, and I feel like I need to, also play for them,
Hmm.
show them that they deserve why they qualified for VCT, and they deserve the spot as well to be here, and fight.
I think you guys are definitely doing a really good job of giving that fight. Talking about you in particular, this year you had to step into the IGL role. How has that been for you? How have you been preparing for it? And what is the biggest learning that you have coming from playing individually to more of being that team leader?
Um, Good question, to be honest, because last year it was more like kind of forced idea because we lost our IGL like a month before season start in Job Life, right? After I went to Vitality,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I kind of still didn't feel like if I'm ready or not. I always been like an emotional leader. Like every coach and staff told me that I have something unique inside me, and I should keep chasing this and like keep moving forward to like a leader role in IGL in the future. I was young, so I just wanted to shoot headshots. I felt like I'm really strong, and like I wanted to be the star player always. But like I feel like you can be star even IGLing, like it doesn't matter if you frag or not. I believe like you can show on the server, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
get a lot of praise as well. Uh, After job life year, I felt really confident, really excited. I wanted to continue my journey as IGL because I think I showed like really good performance from my side.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it came, Gentleman's came like the only offer I got, to be honest, in off season. So I could be playing in Job Life one more year again, to be honest. If not them, like I'll be forever grateful for them to give me a chance, even though there was a lot of bad rumors about me, spread a lot of negativity around my name and like in the history, which thankfully they didn't trust. And they just put all on me, like it's very emotional for me, and I'm really grateful for them for this forever.
I'm very happy that you managed to rewrite the story, and I think you mentioned two
Not yet,
things.
not yet.
Not yet, but you
Yeah,
talked a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit about putting your name in the history. I think you're already there, but that's in the beginning. The way, who knows? Maybe you might be the faker of Valorant. We don't have somebody like that yet, so long road still to go, and I'm very excited to see where you guys
Yeah,
are going. Just last couple of questions before I let you go to celebrate. I know
no problem.
you probably want to chill a bit with your team and prepare for your next game.
I'll
So
go. Take your time. It's
uh,
fine.
the VCT
Yeah.
EMEA guys won't let me take my time. I only have a few more minutes. So how has it been adapting this year? I know you had some time in the off season, like you mentioned, but has it changed a lot in your mind about how you want to play the game, how you want to play for counters instead of like going for an obvious meta pick? How has it affected your thinking?
Uh, to be honest, I don't know. I feel like I always been like good in terms of reading into the meta and like really fast adapting into what comes.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it's gonna be a bit of challenge to go into double duelist meta when I heard about this because like I'm new IGL and like always you want to have as much tools to work them up as IGL as possible. You know, you want to have the Kaio knife, arrows and stuff like this, so you can like play with the enemy. With duelist meta, it's more shifting towards like some very good understanding of the game, adaptation, contacting, knowing when to take space like for free because you don't have a lot of utility.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like I feel like it kind of fits me, Like I didn't take it like, oh, it's gonna be hard. I said like, okay, it's gonna be challenge, but I think we can make it work. Like I feel like I have good brain for this, and yeah, I'm not scared of any meta to be honest. I feel like you with hard work, you can get adapted to everything.
I love that attitude. Anyway, last question, last couple of questions. I'll make it very fast. What's your favorite agent to play? What do you like playing? Favorite agent?
Yoru.
Yoru, I hope we get to see some starxo Yoru. I know you have duelists who
I
farm on
don't
your
think
team.
so.
It would be nice to see, Come on,
Yeah,
we had Angel do it. We can have you do it. It'll be fun.
we see, we see.
Yes, favorite map.
Um, ooh, I don't know to be honest. It's a hard question. Let's give it Bind because of the history I think I have with Bind.
Bind it is. Okay. And what agent do you hate playing against the most? Like if it's on the opposite team, you're like, ew, I don't want to do this.
But you're putting me tricky questions. Now they're gonna watch me and they're gonna pick the agent against me.
You can say it's like a secret. It's okay.
Let's say Vito because nobody playing Vito and they're gonna have hard times.
If
So
anyone
let's do
picks
this.
Veto in your game next game,
Yeah,
you can be like, oh, it's because of each of you. Damn.
yeah.
Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you so much. It was so great to hear from you, and honestly, good luck for your next game. And I hope we get to see you in Santiago and more. And yeah, you get your legend dream. Oh yeah, but how did you come up with starxo? I always wanted to ask you.
Oh my god, that's the worst question in my life to be honest. I'm so ashamed of this because
It's a nice
I don't know.
name.
No, I don't like this. I was always bad at choosing nicknames in my life. I was always switching until I actually tried to play competitive. Then I was like, okay, I need to keep to one because it's hard. And I was like, trying to like brainstorm. And star is coming because like I always try to be star in my life. Like in school, I wanted to be this cool guy, the star everywhere. Like I was just ADHD kid.
I feel that.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I want to be the star, and EXO like just fit me just to like add something, how to make it better with the star. So starxo, I don't know, it feels weird to, but need to stay with this nickname forever, I guess.
When did you make it? How old were you? 15, 16, 18? I don't know.
I think it was like 17 or 16, something like this, when
I
I
think it's
started
fine.
playing.
It still sounds cool.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Okay, at least yes.
Somebody thinks it's cool. No, but I think it's cool. Anyway, thank you so much, starxo, and good luck for your next game. We'll be cheering you on.
Thank you
Congratulations
so much.
again. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.